Charlie Munger says, "The man who is in need of a new thinking tool but hasn't acquired it yet is already paying for it. It's extraordinary how resistant some people are to learning anything." Charlie Munger is of course the vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, one of the most successful investors in the world with a net worth of $1.9 billion. Warren Buffett, the fourth wealthiest man in the world, has said the following about Charlie Munger. "Charlie has the best 30-second mind in the world. He goes from A to Z in one move and he sees the essence of everything before you can even finish the sentence." So how does he do it? He does it by constantly observing his reality and comparing it to mental models he's developed over time. In this video series, we will explore some of the most important mental models that Munger has spoken about publicly. These models have helped him to become successful in the stock market and overcome adversity. Also, these mental models are ones that I have found to be the most useful in my personal experience, and I've applied them to generate seven-figure businesses in e-commerce and affiliate marketing throughout the years, which has allowed me to travel the world and live a free life of my own design. These mental models have helped me to overcome extreme obstacles and failures as well as personal challenges, and I will present them in a practical, everyday, easy to use way for you to use in your life as I did with mine. And don't worry, I don't want to sell you anything. I simply enjoy discussing these topics, and if my experiences can help others avoid the difficulties that I faced, that's satisfying for me. Additionally, it brings me a sense of personal satisfaction to watch my channel grow. So anyway, let's jump right into it. Invert. Always invert. Charlie Munger, in a famous 1986 commencement speech at Harvard, stated 5 things guaranteed to make a miserable life are doing drugs to alter one's mood, being unreliable, giving up too easily, having envy, and having resentment. He highlighted that this concept of inverting is a crucial mental model for his success. It can be challenging to generate ideas for creating something, but it's often easier to identify what doesn't work and avoid it. For example, in terms of a successful marriage, it can be difficult to figure out what makes a marriage successful. A more simple approach could be ways to identify to ruin a marriage. For example, to destroy a marriage, you can cheat, you can never listen to your partner, you can be financially unstable and irresponsible, you can abuse your partner, etc., etc. You get the point. So now that we have identified ways to destroy a marriage, you can avoid those negative behaviors and actions in a marriage and do the exact opposite. So instead of cheat, you would be faithful. Instead of not listening to your partner, you would be a great listener. And instead of being financially irresponsible, you would be financially responsible and work towards becoming more financially stable, etc., etc. So if you do the opposite of the things that would destroy a marriage, it's likely that things will turn out at least reasonably well. Charlie Munger is known for saying, "All I want to know is where I'm going to die so that I never go there." This approach to avoiding potential harm is crucial in investing, business, and in life in general. So how did I apply inverted thinking into my own life and business? Well, since I run an online ads-based business for e-commerce affiliate marketing, to destroy my business and get horrible and terrible results, I could not let my ads run and get enough data before making decisions. I could get emotional and not turn off ad campaigns that are doing bad and losing me money because I'm emotionally attached to the product or creative or even the campaign. I could be lazy and not test new ads, creative, new ad copy, etc., etc. And I could turn off my best performing ads and campaigns that are bringing me the most money. So these are all things that I could do to destroy my own business personally, right? So now that I have all those things and know what not to do, I just have to do the exact opposite of those things. So consistently avoiding potential harm in both business and personal life is critical for success. Next is crush your cherished beliefs. As Munger said, "To every man with a hammer, every problem looks like a nail." So let's use Munger's example and say that there's a man with a hammer who is attached to his tool as an analogy for someone who holds on to cherished beliefs. The man with the hammer may have inherited his hammer from his father or his grandfather, making it a valuable family heirloom. He may also have fond memories using his hammer for important milestones in his career, such as his first promotion, starting his own business, etc., etc. So even when presented with a clear and obvious solution, such as a screwdriver for a screw, the man with the hammer may struggle to let go of his old tool. This is a common psychological tendency where we tend to hold on to those old ideas and beliefs, even when it may not be the best option, and even when presented with evidence that contradicts us. This means being open to new ideas and being willing to question our own beliefs. Charlie Munger says that one should recognize reality even when one doesn't like it. Indeed, especially when one doesn't like it. Similarly, Literally, economist John Kenneth Galbraith notes that faced with the choice between changing one's mind and proving that there is no need to do so, almost everyone gets busy with the proof. This tendency to cling on to old ideas is something that we must be aware of and actively work to overcome. It is important to view ourselves as someone with a toolbox and to be open with adding new tools or replacing the old ones that may not be as effective. This applies not only to investing but in all areas of life, again with business and personal life. Another famous figure who believed in actively questioning and challenging one's own beliefs is Charles Darwin. He believed that in order to be successful, one must be willing to let go of cherished beliefs in light of new evidence. He even went as far as to write down any evidence that contradicted his own convictions within the first 30 minutes of encountering it to prevent the mind from rejecting it. This approach of actively seeking out new information that challenges our beliefs is crucial for growth and success. There are actually very many cases for me personally where this has applied. For example, when I knew that I need to hire a personal assistant to help me grow my business, deep down inside I felt the need to handle everything myself, and I thought that by doing everything myself I can save money and ensure that everything is pretty much done correctly, right? But in reality, this approach was hindering my own growth and success because I knew then that I had to let go of this belief if I really wanted to grow. And this is extremely common, right? People fall into this trap in basically every aspect of life. All of us have been taught, certain beliefs from a young age, whether it be through our families, our culture, society, politics, etc. And these ideas can shape our perceptions and beliefs, but sometimes they may not serve us well or may not even be true at all. This is again very common. It's important to question these ideas and beliefs, to examine them to see if they still hold true or if they might even be holding us back. This can be difficult and it requires us to challenge our own perceptions and beliefs, but it's necessary for growth and self-improvement. It's important to remember that it's okay to question old ideas and beliefs. By doing so, we can actually free ourselves from limiting thoughts and beliefs that again may be holding us back. This is extremely common. Unlearning is just as important of a process as learning, and we must strive to let go of our cherished beliefs and emotional attachments in order to become more effective in the future. Ray Dalio, self-made billionaire and creator of the world's largest hedge fund, says that the biggest threat to good decision making is harmful emotions. This is a continuous process that we must actively work on. It's not just about acquiring new knowledge, but also about being open to change and being willing to let go of what we once held on to be true by actively working to overcome our own biases and tendencies so that we can make better decisions and lead a more successful life, business, relationship, etc., etc. Thanks for watching. That's pretty much it for this one. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more informative videos like this. If you enjoyed it, make sure you drop a like for the YouTube algorithm, etc. Comment below. Till next time, make sure you stay curious, keep learning, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.